Alright, so we are in Elizabeth Regina because Reese broke the portal back to Avicenna. A little piglin followed me back, and look at this. He turned into a zombified pigman as soon as he came back. Isn't that weird? That's crazy. Oh my god. We're building the Waystation today. Are you ready? Welcome back to MK4E, My Kingdom 4 in Empire, the official channel of the Minecraft Empire Challenge. This is the double or nothing version of the challenge where we have 2 years to build and discover 102 settlements connected by rail and by road across 25 different biomes. You'll find a full list of details and requirements in the description below. In this video, we'll be building a Waystation, an extra small settlement designed to provide rest and storage between 2 larger settlements. On the way, so to speak. It was inspired by the short story of the same name by author Stephen King, which was eventually included as part of the Gunslinger novel, which of course became part of the Dark Tower series. Amazing books, rubbish film. Idris Elba was awesome, of course, but that's neither here nor there. For the double or nothing version of the Minecraft Imperial Challenge, we need to build 20 Waystations as part of those 102 settlements in 20 strategic locations, bridging the civilized world of our empire with the raw wild of the soon-to-be civilized. We'll be building our first Waystation smack dab central to 4 Imperial settlements. Gilgamesh, our birch forest settlement that was compromised and unbuilt during the Cataclysm event. Link up above to that Cataclysm of which I speak. Agamemnon, our Badlands village that mostly remains unfinished, but we'll get to it. Menelaus, our other Badlands village that is super fly, super awesome compared to Agamemnon. And fourthly, Marion, our swamp village that we most recently built as before. Link up above. We need to gather our materials. I don't know what to bring. I don't know, scraps? I think I'm just going to bring a bunch of scraps. A bunch of cobblestone and a bunch of scraps. That's how we started with Marion. We just brought scraps. And we've got plenty of leftovers in Marion of wood and stone and whatnot. That'll, you know, we don't want to spend too much time on these. We got to build 20 of them. They're extra small. Got to be simple, strategically placed, but not very important in terms of like the structures and whatnot. We're not going to make them look special like we are with this special, specific biome, specific settlement, specific, special, specific. Today's drink is, that's right, you called it. We're drinking malt liquor. It's alcohol. It's strong. Just kidding. This is an empty can. Especially for all you under 21ers, no drinking. We're actually drinking Venom energy drink. I'm not even drinking out of a can. I poured it into a cup. That's how pathetic I am. I'm a little boy. Okay, like I said, the point of the Waystation is to provide just a place to store materials as you're building your pardon me, as you're expanding your empire. And this one, this specific Waystation, oops, don't want to fall into that gully there. This specific Waystation is really designed to just collect all the materials that we accrued during the construction of Marion and Agamemnon and Menelaus, and really just centralize them. And I'm gonna build like a whole like chain, a supply chain, if you will, that leads back to Avicenna. I'm going to create a bunch of hoppers. I'm going to bring up just a big line of hoppers, and this is going to send back to Avicenna that we can just take all these pooled collective materials. Oh, man, I'm stuck. I hate this. I hate it when I get stuck. I'm getting busy talking. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to pull all these materials that we found, and we're going to send them back to Avicenna, and we're not going to carry them back. Although, to be honest, I really need shulker boxes. I really need to get to the end. I need to defeat the Ender Dragon. It hasn't happened yet. I've been really dragging my Badinsky on it. So in the meantime, we need to move. We need to transport all these materials for building so that we can build, really. Alright, as you can see, I've just loaded with cobblestone right now. But I've got a little space left.
Actually, I don't need this lead. I can just take the horse across the water. Oh, busybodies! Busybodies! Our bodies are busy, we're busy with our bodies. Now, this way station's a little different. That's between already built settlements. Future way stations, the other 19 we have to build, are going to be like really out in the wilderness. Like, we have districts. Swamp Hills District has no settlements right now. Bees District, famous for its flower forest and its bees, has no settlements. And so I'm going to build a way station each to connect them to other settlements. And by the way, I created this map. Check out this map. We're going to take a pause from that just for a second. Oops. What you're looking at right here is the map of Gynecomastia, our empire. We're building an MK4E, my kingdom for an empire. It's a juxtaposition. I basically took, oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. Just look at it. I took the coordinates. I plotted all the coordinates of all the settlements on a grid. Negative Z at the top, positive Z at the bottom. Positive X to the east, negative X to the west, as it is in Minecraft. And then I plotted all the coordinates, labeled them, and then I superimposed that over a screenshot of the maps that I had made the proper way by riding around on a donkey and exploring space with a blank map in my hands. And what you see is essentially is a aerial view of the empire. Now, some of the more newer settlements aren't on there. Agamemnon and Gilgamesh, as you can see, are there. But up here, we have Menelaus and Marion, and they're not on the map right now, simply because I didn't plot them. It's an old piece of paper. Down here, we have the bees. Just you have these big blank spaces where there's no settlements, but there are settlements below it. That's why I have the way stations to kind of like connect them. Now, way stations are unlike other settlements in the challenge in that they don't need to be connected by rail. They need to be connected by cobblestone road. It's very different than the villages and towns and what have you. So there's no settlements in these two districts, Bees District and Swamp Hills District. So I'm going to build just a way station in each. And then I'm going to connect them to Ophelia, Prester John, and Kitznau that haven't been mapped yet simply because I haven't got around to doing it yet. It's a big task. There's a lot of walking around just in lines. But as you can see here, there's a hot spot of a lot of settlements up here. I'm sorry about the pixelation, but you can only improve quality. This was very difficult to make. I'm not lying. To like resize each file so that they corresponded almost perfectly. There's Avicenna right there. There's Elizabeth Regina. Those are our two biggest settlements and our two future megalopolises. I can't say it. Chill out. I've been drinking malt liquor. Just kidding. So yeah, right there is where we're building our first way station. And in the future, we're going to be building them here, building them there, building there, building them there. Just really strategic locations. That's the whole point, to store a load of goods so that we can take all those goods and build a settlement really close by to those way stations without having to travel back to our major settlements to gather material or mining it and farming it the hard way. We want to make this as easy as possible so we can get the challenge done within that 2-year window we have, which it's coming by us slow. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty slow. We've got, I think in 2 months now, I've built one settlement, rebuilt one settlement, mapped the area, and checked out the nether, and that's about it. And that is not progress in my book, my friendo. So we got to keep up the hard work because we have got to catch up. All right, okay, so I really can't. There's our new library right there. We are in Marion right now. And we are taking the road out of Marion. If I can. That's the thing. Traversing, sojourning, navigating these here like windy roads that I built through Marion is not easy on a horse. We started building this road over here, and it's just the start of one. It will be finished later. To be a proper cobblestone road connecting settlements, it has to be fenced in or walled in on both sides. Otherwise, you're just making a path. It doesn't count. It has to be walled in on both sides, and that's not the case right now. So far, it's just kind of crude, kind of cobblestoney. Not a whole lot to it, but we'll get finishing it to it. But this is what leads to the side of the way station, where we plan on building it. And see, this side I have walled up a section. but I still have so much more to do. And once it's fully walled and fenced, you don't have to fence it off from the villages. You can connect the villages that way, more or less. Not literally. Villagers aren't going to go from one village to the other. They don't travel like that. It's unfortunate. But theoretically, it can. Alright, so here's the spot over here. I've got a spot for my horse, a bed, and a chest. I brought 2 more chests with me just to store all these cobblestone because we're going to need a lot of it. And right there is... That's like the midway portion. We got Agamemnon that way, Menelaus that way, Gilgamesh that way, and Imperial that way, of which we just came. So we're gonna park the horse, and we're gonna get to like design the layout. We're gonna right now. I'm just gonna put all this cobblestone in a chest, and then I'm gonna go back to Marion, get more materials, specifically terracotta, the color terracotta, probably orange. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm going to gather materials from all 4 of these settlements, just so I can have like something in the middle that kind of resembles a little bit of each. We're going to have some birchwood. We're going to have 4 buildings. A birchwood building, a swampy kind of looking building, and then 2 just kind of plain cobblestone buildings that are accented by Badlands features like terracotta or something of that nature. So yeah, let's grab our chests and store the cobblestone, and then we'll be back once I get more stuff. Okay, so what are we going to name this settlement? As you know, there is a scheme to all the other settlements, the villages and cities and towns that I've built so far, and that is historical figures. I have a lot of conquerors and rulers and leaders, but I also have a lot of philosophers and a couple like scientists rolled into the mix. But for the Waystations, we're going to use a completely different scheme. We're no longer going to do... It's not right to build a tiny settlement and name it after like Genghis Khan or Charlemagne or Napoleon or something. That doesn't make any sense. So we're going to name them after folk heroes and legends. You know, things like Pecos Bill, Pocahontas, Robin Hood, Dick Turpin, stuff like that. Something like that. I don't know. I haven't planned them out that far ahead. But this first settlement, not this one, this is Marion. This first Waystation, I'm gonna name quite differently. I'm naming it after our very first subscriber. Technically our 3rd subscriber, mind you. But our first subscriber was me. Our 2nd subscriber was my son, Reese. You've seen him in other videos and his other channel. Yeah, sure, link up above if you want to check out his channel. If you want to see a bunch of weird kid stuff. He does Minecraft too sometimes, and Roblox. But this one is going to name it after our first real subscriber, which was our 3rd subscriber, that being Michael Wilson. And he left a comment when we wrapped up the first phase of the challenge, of which I failed. He left a comment saying, "Hey, could you name a settlement after me, being your first real subscriber?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, that sounds great." And so his name is Michael Wilson. Now, are we going to name this new settlement after him? Yes. Are we going to name it Michael Wilson? No. Are we going to name it Michael? No. Are we going to name it Wilson? No. We're naming it Wilson. Big M, little W, Wilson. Like M. Wilson. I hope he gets a kick out of that. He's left comments in a lot of the videos. He's been with us from the very start, just as this was taking off, and you can barely say it's really taken off, but it kind of, you can say it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. We're gonna make it big. I don't know. I don't care. It's just a really neat challenge that I know people are enjoying, and I'm just milking my viewers and subscribers what they got, you know. We've got a hardcore fan base. Small, but it's hardcore. And Michael Wilson is one of them. And we're naming our first Waystation after him. So here's to you, Michael, a.k.a. Wilson, a.k.a. Michael Wilson, a.k.a. Putin. Because your avatar was Vladimir Putin for the longest time. Here's your settlement. It's a Waystation. Currently, we're back in Marion. We're just going to gather a few more things. I'm thinking these chiseled stone bricks. I'm thinking this mossy cobblestone. Gorsh, what else? What else? Let's just load up on all this wood too. Let's just take all the wood. Sure, the half slabs too. You know, we've got the space in our inventory. And the fencing. Yep, the fencing too. Like, we don't need it here in Marion. Marion's pretty much finished. We're pretty much done building it. We will need villagers in this settlement, but, you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Alright, back to the site. Back to the building site. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and plot out the layout of this little tiny village. Not even a village, it's a way station. I'm going to build some roads with this. I've grabbed all this beautiful yellow terracotta over from Menelaus, over that way. And we're going to just map out where the roads are going to be. And that's what we're going to do now, and it's going to be time-lapse.
Now, right in the center of this way station, I'm gonna have a really cool fountain. Small, simple. It's gonna be really cool. Check it out. You'll see in a second. It'll be a pretty neat fountain. We're gonna like this fountain.
Okay, so we got the plan laid out, basically, of the 4 roads that will come out of the way station of Milson. The roads that come out of and exist within the way station. As you can see here, I've got the fountain built. Like I said, it's simple, but it's beautiful, isn't it? It is beautiful. It's not a complete. I've got that little space open right here so I can fill it with water. I'm going to fill with a pool of water and with a trickle of water coming out from there as well. So it's going to look nice. Established 2nd July 2020. Wilson. Welcome to the way station of Wilson. The next one will be called like Pecos Bill or Paul Bunyan or Johnny Appleseed or something like that. You know, Sacagawea. No, I already have a settlement called Sacagawea. My bad. Remember, folk heroes versus historical figures. They're very different. Sometimes they're practically the same, but there is a difference. Let's eat some food. Okay, so this road right here coming out, as you can see, I've combined it to the cobblestone road that leads to Marion. And it's going to continue on all 4 sides, like of which? Sort of like a swastika. Ooh, oh no, that's a bad example. Oh no, terrible comparison. Erase that. Step back. Like a ninja star. Like a ninja star. They can spiral out like a ninja star. 4 sides. Like a fidget spinner? Sure, a 4-sided fidget spinner. That one leads to, of course, Marion. This one's going to bend around toward Menelaus. That one's going to bend towards Agamemnon. And this one right here, well, that's going to bend around toward Gilgamesh. Like I said, like a ninja star. Not like any fascist, bigoted propaganda symbols, no. Swastika was nice. Once upon a time, it was nice. Ruined. As you can see here, basically on each 4 sides of these, there's going to be a different building. There's going to be a building there, building there, building there, and a building right there. all you need is 4 buildings for a way station. That's it. You don't need the 15 required for a village. One of them has to be a library. That was explained in a previous video. The new rules for phase 2 or whichever one of those 2 videos. Link up above. I'll link one of those 2 videos up above. I forget which. Every settlement needs a library to be part of the empire. It needs to be connected by rails or road. It needs a library. It needs to be walled, fenced, fortified, occupied by villagers. And we're going to need villagers for this one. And we're going to need to wall it. And of course, we're going to need 4 buildings. And we're going to need that library. So one building is going to be a library. So we need 3 others. I'm thinking the nature of the way station as a resting place. We need an inn or a tavern, a place with beds, and a stable for horses. So that's 3 out of 4. 4th building, maybe a storehouse for goods. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna store goods, and it's just gonna be a room full of chests, a building full of chests. I think we've got a pretty clear idea of what we're doing with this way station idea. It's so fun, isn't it? It's tiny. It's like the Wild West. You have a drink, you have a sleep, you have a shet. Disgusting. And then you move on to the next settlement. It's beauty, the way station. Who would have thought? But I am getting tired. It is late in the morning. I might build a little bit more, but next time you see me in this video, I'm going to be wearing something completely different. Okay, as you can see, I've got the foundations lined out. I got the foundations lined out for the 4 buildings. The library is going to be the smallest building. As you remember from the criteria, the library for a way station only has to be 3 by 3 by 3 blocks. So this one, it's 4 by 3 is actually a little bit overachieving. These blocks right here are really just going to stand as kind of like a pillar and won't support any walls. Over here, where our horse is, well, that is, of course, the stable. That makes sense. I'm just going to build it around it and leave more room for more horses, I guess, because why not? Why mess with perfection? Why mess with something that's already good? Okay, so, geez, what were the other 2 buildings we were going to get? Inn and the storage house. This is going to be the storage house because it's nice and long and it's going to have room for lots of chests. And then over here, this is going to be the inn with the beds. I'm going to move my bed in here, and this is going to be where I sleep at night and where the other villagers will sleep as well. Because we want to have some villagers. I'm thinking like 4 villagers. We don't have to have a lot. It's just a way station. All right, so I was getting ready to show you this here building I built. The inn was to be the inn, but these ruffians are bothering me. Look at them. Get out. I don't want to trigger a raid, so I'm probably going to ride to Avicenna after I kill them so I can drink some milk. I don't know. I think I might have a bucket of milk in Marion, but I could chance it. I suppose I could chance it. Y'all just go to Marion. But yeah, let me take care of these baddies, and then I'll show you this building I built. Now, like I said, because this way station really connects these 4 very different settlements, I want the way station to reflect each of the settlements. Now, we're in the middle of the desert, so I want it to be kind of deserty, but at the same time, I want to reflect the swamp, the badlands, and the birch forest. Let me eat some steak real quick. Nom 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 nom. All right. Now, okay, let's go ahead and gather this banner. We'll put it in our library to show it off. Oh wow, look at all this XP. Spider, you aren't impressing anyone. Oof. Okay, so yeah, this is the inn right here. As you can see, this is kind of the swampy structure. I used a lot of mossy cobblestone as well as regular cobblestone, kind of intersperse them. We don't have proper windows. We have fencing for the windows. I'll probably do that in all the buildings because this is a desert, and well, that doesn't make sense because the desert's full of sand, which is perfect for glass making, but I don't know, there's that way station-y feel, that kind of abandoned building feel, that abandoned farmhouse feel that I got when I read the short story The Way Station by Stephen King. And I, of course, planted some vines there too, and you have the same roofing style as some of the buildings, using the same roofing materials. We both have spruce slabs, we have dark oak slabs, and we have some of the brick there. I forgot my scaffolding. I'm gonna have to grab that as well, but so we're just gonna have to hop up using some stone. I want to show you the roof. I really like this roof. It's a very interesting roof. It's very eclectic. It slopes upward, almost like an Asian style roof. and it's got like a kind of a window at the top, like an attic window or a loft window, like you'd see in like a farmhouse, or no, even better yet, just a barn. It's just like you'd see in a barn, a swampy barn in the middle of the desert. None of this makes sense. I'm in Marion. It's time to drink the milk. Oh, we gotta hurry up. Gotta beat the raid. Beat the raid. Oh God, am I gonna make it? God, move faster, move faster. Oh gosh. I think I would put it in here. Uh-oh. Nope, no milk. Oh gosh, there's the horn. Oh, this is rough. I'm not a fan of this. Oh, I have buckets, damn it. Oh, I left the gate open, that's bad. By the way, in the next video we are going to do, we're gonna make a raid village. Oh, come on. This is not gonna be the raid village. Yeah, I can't milk a sheep, that's unfortunate. We gotta milk a cow. I killed all the cows in the area. Cause I needed steak or something, I don't know. No, I needed hides, that's what it was. I needed hides to make books, to make bookshelves, bookcases. This hurts a lot. It doesn't hurt the most. Worse than most is my recent breakup. That hurts the most, but I'm not gonna get you on about that. That was rough stuff. But this raid, this is just an icing on a turd cake. Just take a turd cake and just add icing, and that's this raid. Oh my gosh, I don't see any cows. How far am I gonna wander before I find any cows? Oh, I hate this.